Hi there. Come in. Come take a seat. Just doing some notes real quick. All right. What can I do for you? Yes, I remember. We've got a hand examination today for you. Is that correct? Perfect. Is there any particular reason why you booked this appointment today? Okay, concerned about a couple spots. Well, I can help you out, and we'll see if there's anything to worry about or not, okay? All right. Are you comfortable in your seat? Okay, good. If you could just confirm your name and date of birth for me. Okay, and if you could just spell that surname for me. Okay, that's what I thought, but you never know. Me, personally, I have a last name that no one can get right, so it's always just better to ask. Okay, let me set this aside for the moment. So, we're going to be doing a hand examination today. What this will consist of is I'm going to get a pillow in just a second, and we're going to be examining your hands, of course. I'll be doing some tests with them. We're going to test the muscles. We're going to look at the skin. We're going to do all sorts of little things, but it shouldn't take too long. It's not a very lengthy examination, as your hands are not particularly large. So, if that's okay with you, we can begin now. Okay, perfect. Just grab our pillow here. We just put a fresh cover on these. Personally, I like the printed ones. Okay. You can go ahead and just place your hands on this pillow. While you're doing that, I go ahead and disinfect my hands real quick. Just a quick spray. Now for this examination, because I am going to be using my sense of touch quite a bit, I'm not going to be using gloves, but I will still disinfect what I'm working with, okay? Right. That should do it. Alright. So I've kind of gone over the procedure with you just a titch. Have you ever had your hands examined before? Maybe once or twice, more of a perfunctory kind of deal? Not a problem. It's not an invasive process. There shouldn't be anything painful. Although on that note, are you in any current pain at all? No? Okay. I'll just be taking some notes from time to time. Don't worry about it, just more documentation. I'll give you a copy at the end, or at least send it to my nurse to give you a copy when you check out. Okay. Alright, and you have all your jewelry, your watch removed. Okay, perfect. We can go ahead and begin then. So, the first thing I'm going to do is I want you to have your hands laid out just like this, so backs of your arms on the pillow, and I'm just going to have a look at them first. So what I'm looking for here is going to be any signs of scars from perhaps previous surgeries. I'm going to be looking for any signs of arthritis, maybe psoriasis. Okay, looking pretty good there. Let me just make some notes. Okay, you can go ahead and turn your hands over and take a look at the skin. Would you mind telling me what spots you were concerned with? I'm going to take this teensy tiny little magnifying glass, and I'm going to have a closer look, okay? Okay, kind of see what you're meaning there, alright? Okay. Have these spots changed at all? When did they appear? Okay. Okay, so they appeared semi-recently. Do you have any pain associated with them? No, just kind of a tightness. It's just a little scaly. Okay. Well, to be honest, dear, from examination, would you mind if I just touched them? Okay. Well, it's looking to me that honestly these just look like dry spots. I'm not seeing any reason for them to be any sort of psoriasis, any sort of irritation. There's not really any redness. Just feels like some dry spots, and with the weather changing, it's more than common. Most people have issues with this as the seasons change, more particularly as we go into fall and winter. But I wouldn't be worried about that whatsoever. In fact, I have a gal I know who works at a spa close to here. She does a wonderful hand treatment, and if you'd like, I can give you a referral and she can give you a free basic treatment. Does that sound like something you may be interested in? Okay, yeah, free is always in the budget, isn't it? So, well, even though that looks a-okay, you're here, we can continue with the examination. So let me grab my magnifying glass again. And I want to take a look at your nails, just to make sure that the nails, the nail beds are healthy, there's no splitting. Alright, you're looking pretty good there. Just gonna press on your nails and look at the capillary refill time. It should be less than 2 seconds. Okay, yeah, that's looking just fine. Capillary refill, normal. Okay. Would you mind doing a bit of a this number for me? Yep, just show me your elbows. Okay. Yeah, what I'm looking for is signs of psoriasis. Okay, that looks good. You can lay your arms back down. Okay, so this time I'm going to go ahead and palpate the arms themselves and the hands and just run over and feel for any signs of psoriasis. Don't have to do anything. I'll lift your arm if it need be. It's looking all good. Okay, so I'm going to have you have your palms up, and I'm going to feel the muscles in your hands for any wasting. Just feeling the bulk of them. Okay, that's normal. Okay, I want you to turn your hands over, please. I'm going to feel the backs of your hands, feel your arms, just to feel the temperature. In rheumatism, it can be higher than normal on your hands, but you are just fine. Alright, we're going to do another flip of your hands, and I'm going to take your radial and ulnar pulse. Okay. Perfect, and ulnar. Alright, it's a beautiful pulse you have. You should be proud. You could write that on a plaque. Most likely to have a beautiful pulse. Quite a conversation starter. Alright, your pulses are normal. Okay, I'm going to have a quick squeeze of your hands, okay? Let me know if there's any tenderness or pain. Okay. No pain? Great. Okay, so now what I'm going to do, I'm going to have you close your eyes, and I'm going to feel a couple different areas on your hands, and I want you to just say yes whenever you feel it, okay? All right. Yes. Okay. Right. Perfect. You could just flip your hands over, keep your eyes closed, right? Great. Perfect. Perfect. Brilliant. Good. And wonderful. Okay, so this time I'm going to have you lay your palms down onto the pillow. I'm going to feel all your joints. I'm going to feel your wrists. I'm going to feel all the joints in your hands. And I want you to let me know if there's any, not swelling, if there's any tenderness or any pain, okay? I'll be checking for any abnormalities or any sort of swelling, anything that could tell me there's something going on. So I'm going to start and palpate your wrists. Okay, we're going to move down. I believe it's the metacarpal pharyngeal joints. Should know this right. Okay, I'm going to feel each of the joints. Your fingers. Are you feeling any pain? Okay. I'm going to move on to the other hand. Feel the wrists. Your metacarpal pharyngeal joints. Quite a tongue twister. Okay, and each joint in the fingers. Everything's looking normal. Okay, is there any pain there? Alrighty. Okay, so now I'm going to have you do some tasks for me, if you will. First, I'm going to have you do a prayer sign like this. Okay? Yep, just like that. Alright, perfect. I'm going to have you do an inverted prayer sign, just like this. Great. Now, while we're there, if you could have me, or if you could please just press your fingers together like that. Okay, good. There's no clubbing. Okay, this time, if you want to lay your arms back down, I'm going to take your wrists and gently just move them up and down. We're going to feel for any crepitus or any sort of, what's the word? I want to say a hinged something. There's impinged maybe. Okay, the other one. Okay, great. Can you make a fist for me? Great. Alright. Let me flip over my notes real quick. Would you mind splaying your hands for me? Okay, perfect. Now this time, I'm going to be testing the strength in your hands. So first, I want you to keep your hands together and flat like this. Hold your arms out like this. and I'm going to try to push your fingers down, and I want you to not let me do that, okay? Alright, ready? Okay, perfect. And the other arm. Great. Okay. This time I want you to have your index fingers out. I'm going to try to push it back in. I want you to not let me do that, okay? Ready? Good. Good. This time I want your palms up towards the ceiling and your thumbs all the way up as well. I'm going to try to push your thumb down. I want you to not let me, okay? Ready? Okay. Great. Okay. This time I'm going to have you do a little work. I'm going to hold out my fingers. I want you to squeeze them as hard as you can. Great. Great grip strength. You know what they say about good grip strength? You can grab things pretty well. Okay. This time I want you to squeeze my finger with your index finger and your thumb, please. Both hands. Perfect. Okay. Now I have this coin here. I'm going to set it down. I want you to pick it up and show me with one arm, or one hand rather. Great. And now the other. Great. Gotta make sure not to lose the coin. It's about all I have to my name. Alright. This time what I'm going to have you do is just hold out your arms and I'm going to tap on your wrists. Let me know if there's any pain. Okay? Right, good. And the other. Perfect. That's called the Tinnell's test, and that can test for carpal tunnel. Okay. So that concludes our examination. Do you have any questions, any concerns? Okay. So we've already debunked that the spots on your hands are just dry spots. The skin does look pretty tight and it's a little lighter in color, which usually you can see that when the skin is quite dry. So I will send a referral over for that specialist for the hand treatment and she can take care of you, okay? It was lovely meeting you. And I hope not to see you back for the wrong reasons here soon, but I'd love to see you again. So I hope you have a good rest of your day. Have a good night.